Yeah, cruising in the ocean with my fellas, waving at the shore, we got all them people jealous. They see that we shining from way over yonder. Gotta thank my father, my sponsor, for putting me on board and also giving me the capability to live life with no fear, create buzz with no beer. God is the reason why I live like this. Now everybody hating me, now I feel like Chris. Working out, eating right, now I look like this. Phone filled with different numbers, now my ex all pissed. Now I'm playing, she don't care cause she move like this. Man, I ain't hating cause she bad, man, we all ruthless. Man, I got money in my pocket, diamonds on my pinky and that brain.
All right. So what's the concept we talking about on this one? This is the
Talking about
Tariq
Tariq,
concept.
man. We
Yeah.
already done finished episode four of Force. Sorry, episode 6 of
So
Force. So check that out. Y'all get a chance on the previous episode. But we talking about Tariq St. Patrick, man, and the polarized character that you either love or you hate.
yeah.
You love to hate, love it, or hate to love, or whatever case may be. It could be either or. But I'm gonna be honest with you. BZ. I went from hating his character to actually loving his character, and I think part of me actually loving his character doesn't necessarily come from the character himself.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly from what comes from Michael Rain Jr., who handles and portrays his character. And I'm gonna tell you why. I watched The Crew Has It. The Crew Has a podcast. There's a podcast about power.
Uh-huh.
And they done had like people from OG Power, other shows from Power, like join the show. And it's Michael Rainey and it's the dude who plays Brady and Gianni Paolo. They have the show. They're the hosts of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And I've gotten to respect his character a whole lot more because he's like, he literally told him, if 50 Cent told him, he said, yo, you up next, we gonna put you in for a show. Boom, boom, boom. He said, no. He said, I ain't gonna do no show with y'all. What y'all talking about?
Right.
So he was like, y'all, they hate my character, bro. Why would y'all want to do a show about Tariq St. Patrick? I gonna kill the main character from OG Power. Even I would have been like, nah, right? So he agreed with that. But he was like, okay, I'll take on this role. And Corey Kim said, come on, we want to pay you money, your own show, blah, blah, blah. And Power But Two Ghosts actually is one of the highest rated shows on Starz Network, besides OG Power, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It gets a lot of buzz. And a lot of revenue on top of that. And he said, it's kudos to the writers to why the character, to why fans ended up going, we hate Tariq, to actually love Tariq.
Right.
It's kudos to the writers. Because in Ghost, you come to go, okay, he ain't that bad. I still ain't forgiving him about, like, in season 1, you're like, I can't forgive this dude for killing Ghost. Oh, get him out of here. We ain't gonna die. Right. But by the end of season 1, you're like, I don't necessarily hate Tariq that much, man. He ain't that bad. And then season 2 comes around, and you're like, okay, I'm starting to somewhat hate Tariq some more because he keeps acting like he's better than Ghost. He's not better than Ghost. But then by the end, you're like, all right, he ain't that bad. It keeps going on and on and on to the point by the time season 4 comes around, you're like, okay, all right, I'm with Tariq. I'm with Tariq. And with Tariq teasing that he'll go and help Tommy, kill out those suckers down, which I believe is going to come around towards sports this season. Right. He got the phone call at the credits of the in-credit phone call where he was on the phone. He said, "Come on." He said, "Come on, we family." You know what I'm saying? Blah blah blah. We go like lay them suckers down. You know what I'm saying? Bring the smoke. He said, "All right, bet." He says he's simple. Like he's real cocky about it. I was like, "Okay, Tariq, I see you." Right. You know, so you talk about killing people, but you don't know how to throw no hands. But
exactly.
That's not here nor there. But I got to salute Michael Rain Jr. for handling such a character that has in history. When you think about it, for what it's worth, 20 years from now, people are going to go, you ain't never seen an actor do that. He made history for real. Like, when you think about it for real, in a sense, like, who would have ever thought this man, morning, would go from one of the most hated characters in all of Power to one of the most beloved in his own series.
Yeah.
Even with still some mixed feelings, and of course, when I say mixed feelings, by the way, you guys, BZ is representative of all that. Yes, but what do you think, man?
I don't know, man. I'm just like
we was talking about something. I forgot what we was talking about as far as Tariq.
Yeah, we was talking about we were just talking about how
was it right for him to kill Ghost basically, right?
Yeah, and we link it up to like real life. We link it up to like real life family, like when we talk about Ghost who's not sharing all the information. Like you said something about Ghost not sitting down Tariq because of all the information he got from Kanan. So all Ghost had to do was confirm it and do all of that. But at the same time, his relationship, he knows that Tariq's relationship with his mom is super tight, and there's some things that Ghost is doing and whatever that he don't want Tasha to know. So if I spill my beans to Tariq, we know he's going to tell his mom. So it's like, well, I'm not going to tell you then because I know you're going to tell your mom. Now, when we look at that, we like, oh well, the dad don't want to give the information. I'll do this, and this. But at the same time, if he doesn't want the mom to know the information, knowing good and well his son's going to tell her, I'm kind of not going to tell him either. But then when we look at it, we like, oh no, he's a terrible father for not telling him. And I'm like, well, is he though? Because of
He's
the stuff,
not a triple
some of the
foul,
stuff,
but he
because
don't.
you got to
I'm
look
with
at
you.
how
Yeah,
mad
go ahead.
Tasha is. You
Go
got to
ahead.
look
Go
out
ahead.
how you got to look at how mad Tasha is at Ghost. So any information that she gets, she could possibly turn that nigga in.
For sure. For
That's the
sure.
scary part. So I can't just
Yeah.
come out here and tell you everything that Kanan said and be like, oh yeah, that's true. We did this, and this. You mess
Right.
around and tell your mom, and then all of a sudden the cops is coming after me. So you know, it's a rock and a hard place, kind of like Miguel and
It,
them
it, it,
before.
it, it is. It is. But remember when Tariq told Ghost to teach him the game,
Yeah,
and Kanan told Ross to teach him the game, but she was apprehensive at first, but then she ended up teaching him the game eventually.
yeah.
She
She
came
ended up
around and
good
did it, and he didn't. Which I will give Ghost some credit. He did everything in his absolute power,
to keep
no
him
pun
away
intended,
from it.
to make sure Tariq did not go that route or to that life. And I get why he don't want him to be a part of that life because it ends up in so many multiple different ways. I get that, and I get
Right.
where he's coming from. I understand. Do not get it twisted. I'm gonna kind of make this comparison, and I'm gonna do this analogy because it's not necessarily similar to the topic, but it is similar in this retrospect, right?
Yeah.
Me and you both, and I'm only speaking this, and I say this with all due respect, 'cause you know I got love for you. I'm not trying to spoil your business out like that as far as anything. But me
Right.
and you both we were born technically having fatherless fathers, right?
Fact.
We are like, and typically black people tend to go through not necessarily always having their dads in their life, have a good one. Not necessarily having their fathers in their lives. So how does that make up the son like going forward? And then the moment you're able to have that one-on-one talk with your dad, now Beasley, you are different from most people. Most people would go as far as to hate their dads and resent their fathers and boom, boom, boom. But you came to your dad was like, I'm in love with him. Like I'm not in love with him. Pause. But
Right.
that's how I came out so wrong.
It's crazy. Crazy.
So, but what I'm trying to say was, you had the love of God for your dad, right? You love God, and you read the word, and your word says to honor your parents. You know, what I'm saying blah 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 blah. So you're like, I will honor what God said. So I'm not going to dishonor what God says. That therefore, why hold a grudge towards my father?
Right.
And I'm the same way. But I will admit, there was a time in the season where I wrestled, and I low key went through a period of time where I actually hated my dad. But my grandmother had told me some things. She didn't have her father around her in her life. And she had given me perspective to understand, don't hate him, love him anyhow, blah, 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 blah. And 2 years ago, like on a real tip, bro, and I'm keeping it mad 100. I called my dad about a couple years ago. I was in college. And I told him, I said, listen, bro, I don't want you to go the rest of your life knowing that I hate you, bro. I want you to know that I love you. Because number one, you gave me life, right? And
Right.
number two, at the end of the day, regardless of you not being around me, boom, boom, this, that, third, I don't, at this point, I don't care. At the end of the day, you did your part. You brought me into this world. That's all I can thank you for. And he gave me some points about, why he did what he did and why he was going around here. And regardless if he was telling the truth or not, I still heard him out. My point I'm trying to get is my dad was able to open up to me. He didn't tell me everything, and he's supposed to tell me everything. Again, because his life is separate from my life, so I ain't going to necessarily know everything from my father. But he gave me just enough to make me go, okay, I respect you. I get it. I understand where you're coming from. I can still salute you, boom, boom, boom. The problem was the issue that Ghost had over when it came to Tariq is you almost did it in a way where you not only did you tell him not things about things within the drug game, you didn't tell him things personally about certain choices that you made that were personal outside of the drug game.
Yeah.
So my point I'm trying to get is Ghost should have, at the very least, should have been real with Tariq on some other different regards. That's all he had to do. Just at the very least, I'll put it this way. If Ghost would have expanded and told Tariq the full Breeze story,
yeah,
and that was it, and that's all you need to know, and blah, 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 boom, good, cool, move on. And Tariq don't got to plot out on killing his dang on dad. He don't. He don't.
Yeah.
He don't. But the main reason why he wanted to do it was because he was like, "You're getting away with my future. I don't want to be in no jail." But at the same as that time, who wants to go to jail? even if I did kill kill the cop who killed my sister, and in his mind, that's street justice. I'm paying him for it. This is a grown man killing a child. She ain't part of that dang on life, and you gonna kill her because you know too much? Nah,
right.
Bro. And he saw it right there. That's another thing too. Tariq saw this man kill his sister.
Yeah.
So it's not like he just couldn't go right. So it had to be him to go right here and kill it. Even though Ghost Tommy was going to figure it out somehow, some way, it had to be him. He saw it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm with you, B. Trust and believe. I'm just so we're clear, you guys. Me and BJ are not disagreement, and we're not arguing.
Not at all.
We're just saying, we're just giving our takes, literally, on why our census is valid.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what would you say then about that? Just out of curiosity.
I'm just, well, it's just like everybody's I respect your who was it? Your grandma? You said? Is it your
My
grandma?
grandmother, yeah.
Yeah, I respect your grandmother in so many ways like that because even with me being raised with my dad not being there, I never ever had a hate bone to even think that he's a terrible person or I need that was never even myself. When I see my dad, I always treated him like he was there all the time. I never had that. Oh well, he wasn't here. This, and this because a lot of people in the world use that as an excuse on why they act a certain way. Oh, because my dad wasn't there. That's the reason why I act like this. That's the
For
reason why I
sure.
ran to the
Oh,
street.
for sure.
That's the reason why I did this. But you got a beautiful mother, just like I got a beautiful mother, that neither one of us ain't in the street. So what is we talking about? Y'all got to stop using that as an excuse
Yes.
to be like your mom ain't enough to raise you the way you supposed to be raised. Like, bro, Josiah was raised with just his mom. I was raised with just my dad. I mean, with just my mom, and we both two child of God, two men that's doing our part. So y'all can't keep doing that because that's a lot of people doing that all the time, and that just be irking me. I'm like, bro, oh, I chose the streets, oh, because my dad wasn't there, bro. If you don't come up with a better excuse, because that's just dumb, bro. And that's a lot. A lot of people in this world they use that as an excuse to be out here wild and loud crazy, and then the parents let them. Oh yeah, well, his dad ain't here, so he's just tripping and doing what. Man, watch out, bro. No, I'll never
Right.
agree with anybody that say stupid stuff like that, bro. It don't make no
No,
sense.
I'm with you, and I'm with you, and I'll just add this too, just so we're clear, because I don't mind sharing. It's my story, bro. It's part of
Yeah,
like my growth, and God knows my heart now, so I'm not like this now. But there's a point in time. I put it to you this way. This would cause me to somewhat resent my dad. He told me sometime when I was like maybe 13, 14. He was on a phone call, and he told me that he said he'd come around and see me on my 16th birthday.
uh-huh.
And he ain't seen me on my, and he ain't come around.
Mhm.
And not only that, like my brother's pops ended up getting out of jail at the service sometime for a little bit.
Mhm.
And anytime him and his pops are hanging out, I'm seeing my brother come back with some new clothes,
All
some
the
new
time.
shoes, new
Yeah,
this, that.
yeah.
Right. So we
Been
got
there.
all these DVDs, got these toys, got whatever he got.
I
I'm
get that.
looking at this going, where the heck is my dang on dad giving me
Mhm.
this stuff?
Mhm.
Right? When I could
I
be
get
able
that.
to be afford, because you gotta think, when I was coming up, first of all, I'm not gonna sit there and say we was poor, but
Close
definitely
to it.
impoverished. Have a good one. definitely impoverished in the sense of like you're not. I wasn't afforded all the name brand stuff.
Right.
I came around school and people had the Kevin Durant KD shoes. I
Yeah.
wanted those freaking Kevin Durant KD shoes.
Yeah. Wasn't getting those.
I couldn't get those.
Yeah.
Get the new Ferragamo belt. Oh, that's nice. Get Gucci. Get all these name brand stuff. Have a good one. Have a good one, bro. Get all these name brand stuff. And I wasn't afford that opportunity. So one time I think that same day I just snapped. And my mom was trying to check on me and she was like, "What's wrong with you?" Boom, 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 boom. And at the time I was off of them. I was going through the motions.
Right.
And I was just tripping, boom, boom, boom. And I just told my mom. And I ran towards one of my room. I went to my sister's room. And I slammed the dang on door shut. She's like, "Come here." She's like, "Come here." I was like, "No." I'm pissed.
Right.
She goes right here and meets with me, talks to me and something like that. I began to start crying.
Right.
Right?
Of course.
Because
Yeah.
I'm balling up all this rage of like, here's this dude coming in here day to day, or even up into a week or about a month, and he come here with these new freaking clothes and blah 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 blah, and it looks nice. I don't get that. Why don't get that? So I'm looking at God, you got me. Like, what's going on?
Yep.
Supposed to be my heavenly father, but then my actual father ain't doing this for me. But at the same as that time, no one was teaching me to love God more than my own family.
Right. Right.
At the time. I didn't get that. See, that's another thing. I didn't get that point of view until I had to live more life.
Yeah, and that's what I got indulged with my mom so much in so many ways, that because there was times where my dad said he was going to come and bring me and my sister some shoes or some clothes or some food and all that, and we'd be having our coats on waiting and ready to come, and then he don't come. Now my sister's story different because she was pissed off like you was pissed off. Me, I'll be like, all right, well, it's cool. Mom, where we going? Mom, what we doing? I could care less. I'm like, bro, it is what it
Right.
is. Like that's just how I was. I was just not numb to it, but I was just like I was
Right.
so locked in on my heavenly father. My grandfather was there and all that. I'm
Amen.
like, bro, I'm good, bro. Like, you don't pop up, that's cool. But my mindset was like a lot smarter as well. I'm like, bro, there has to be a reason why he's just not popping up. And that's when he
Right.
was drinking. That's when he was on drugs. I remember when he did come and pick me and my sister up. He did come and pick me and my sister up. We went over to his crib for the weekend. This cat had Playboy magazines everywhere, from the bathroom into the living room,
Oh
on the
my
table, and all of that
gosh.
stuff. So this is all the stuff that my mom didn't want us to be around in the first place. But my mom never told us not to go and spend time with their dad. She never tried to hold us away from him. It was just he didn't want us to see the way that he was living, because that's how he was living. He had the
Mm.
Playboy magazines out. He had females over all the time and all that stuff.
That's the
And
Playboy magazines. That's
yeah,
crazy.
I'm talking about, this is back when Pamela Anderson and Carmen Electra was on the cover.
Oh my. Oh,
So
bruh.
I didn't seen them cats naked a couple times already. You know what I'm saying? And every time we around my dad, it was weed, smoke there, all of that. So I was cool with it, but at the same time, it was just like we were so grounded in the church. We knew was like, oh well, even though dad was doing this, we ain't never gonna do this. But we still wanted to be around him because he was cool. I was like, he could hoop, he played basketball, he did music. One of the reasons why I do music, he never took music to the way that I got it, but he knew how to play on the piano and stuff like that. So it was a couple tracks that I knew how to play because of him. So stuff like that. But other than that, outside of it, it wasn't really no thing. My sister was always like, well, where was he? Where was he? But I never
Yes.
used that as my excuse on why I was acting up, because I wasn't
Now,
acting up.
now, BZ, I'm about ready to bust your bubble when I tell you this though. When I tell you this though, I was watching Lecrae talk about like his experiences with fatherlessness. Now, if you read his book, he talks about that topic very heavy because he really wanted his dad to be around, right?
Mm.
And I was reading his, I was watching his podcast episode. And it was like him and his dad, his sister wouldn't go ahead and meet with his dad, and how his dad,
All right, go ahead.
yeah, he told Lecrae to his face, like, God said I can have children. He didn't say I can keep them.
Oh shoot!
Now hold on, B. I'm gonna let you see what that is. Digesting for a second. Give me 1 second. Hold on.
All
What's
right.
up, man?
Can you not pick up packages here anymore?
No, you have to go right here and go to this place right over here. We closed that down a long time ago.
Where's it at?
This is all those locations right there. You can see it. That was a good one. That was a good one.
So how would I know?
Can I see this right here?
So hang on 1 second. Let me show you this.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it says it's in Sharonville. So
No, we don't. You said you're here to pick up a package. You say?
Yeah, like back in the day, I used to work for a company called John R. Ferguson, and every day we used to park right here and get packages. And there used to be girls back there that used to work. And I have a package that I'm checking the UPS tracking number, and it said that it's in Sharonville. It didn't make it on the truck, and all I want to do is see if I can get it.
Sure.
Because I'm in like desperate need. Like it's a hydraulic cylinder for one of my customers,
and you're saying basically like even if you was to go to one of those locations, you won't be able to receive from over there.
Yeah, because it says. Hang on 1 second.
No problem. Yeah, you're good.
I get so many emails a day.
You're good. Yep.
Okay, so I believe, if I'm reading this correctly, so it arrived at the Sharonville facility at 6:17, and it didn't make it. It didn't make it on the truck.
Okay, so if it arrived, and you said you had to come around here and pick it up.
Yeah,
the only
thing is the hub.
Yeah, the only thing about it is, we have it. Damn, we have it open from like 9 in the morning to like 10 when people are able to come through. But because of the weather and it being December, like that thing has been kind of like closed down, so like people won't be able to like come through and get it. But I can tell you what though, I can go right here and call somebody if you want, and have them address it with you some more personally to see if they can help you out with that.
That would be.
That would work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem, man.
I'm not trying to be a pain in the ass.
No, you're fine. I get it. No, you're good.
I used to come here like every day for 2 years, and I got another job, and I know that you guys used to do.
Yeah. No, you're fine, bro. I get it. Just gonna pick up the phone. Hello, Pam. There's a guy who's looking to come over here and pick up a package. He needs to speak with someone. If you wouldn't mind coming through. It's a guy who's coming over here. He's talking about a packaging. He would like to speak with someone. Could you maybe come up today? Come up here to the guard shack. He's looking to pick up a package. Is that right? Okay. Hopefully she'll come by. Oh no. She's talking to anyone. I'm telling you. Yeah, I think she'll come through. I don't hear nothing as far as the phone, but she may be able to come through. But yeah, BZ, he said that. He literally said that on the podcast. He was like,
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. I was like, dang, bro, like that's diabolical. That's so
Yeah,
sad.
and that's see, I don't got no story like that. Like if my dad ever said anything wilding out crazy like that, then I'd have been like, then I have a reason. He ain't never said nothing crazy like that. So I'm like, all right.
Nah, bro. I might, even if you did say it, I wouldn't go as far as like try to beat your beat up because of that.
Yeah, like, bro, because that's
I'd just
crazy.
be like, you know what, bro? Like I pray that God, He has mercy on your soul for even saying that, because my God, like I wouldn't even say that.
Yeah,
to my
that's
kids?
that's top of the line crazy.
That's very disrespectful. Like, and for you to do that towards someone by the time they get to they grown up ages and boom, 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 and you ain't really caring, but yet they doing anything, like he don't like what he don't know is it impacted Lecrae a lot in his youth.
Yeah.
You read his book, it impacted a lot for why Lecrae was acting out. Like to the point where when Lecrae was little, his mom got around towards his stepdad, and his stepdad used to abuse him, like beat him down, punch him, or you know what I'm saying. I think there's a story where he was like little, and his dad got on top of him and started punching him left and right on the floor. Like what the?
Wow.
What is this? But that's the trauma you have to endure without having your real life pops around you. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. But we say all that to say, like, goes, not that he was a horrible father. Trust me, believe he was not a horrible dad. He wasn't a horrible dad. He wasn't like all that bad. But he definitely had a lot of flaws. And I think sometimes his flaws tend to overwhelm him to the point where he just didn't like to go backwards. He was always looking forward.
Mm-hmm.
You have a good one too. Which is fine. If you're trying to go back, if you don't want to go back to your past and live that reality no more, but at that time, what he fails to realize is your past comes. What was about I can't say words. What was symbolic about ghosts was, you know how he talk about ghosts and how they fade away, right?
Right.
His past came back to haunt him. How ironic, right?
Yeah.
And he didn't. And the one thing that Ken told Tariq before he went in and did what he did towards Ghost, he was like, he ain't gonna see you coming.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna think about you come after him. He could see Ghost could see Dre. He could see Dre come after him, Tommy come after him, Tasha come after him, and everybody else come after him. But the one thing he ain't taking into account for was his own flesh and blood, his own son, his seed.
That's a fact.
It's insane when you really think about it, but that's what it was.
Yeah.
Now, in real time, in real life, and personally for me, I do not talk about this to educate anybody killing a dang on that. Do not do that. Do not do that. I'm not saying that. We're talking about a freaking TV show. It's fictionalized for a dang on reason. Power has its own dang on world. That's it. You got Power Heaven, Power Hell. Okay? It's a fictionalized TV show. It's not real. All right? In real life and time, I will not be encouraging no son to take out their own father or their mother for that reason. Okay?
Right.
Don't you dare do that. Don't do that. And to me, I don't know how you can live your life by doing stuff like that either. I know I couldn't.
Yeah.
I don't know how I could.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Yeah. Different.
Like, what would compel in my heart to make me go, yeah, let me go right here and buy a strap and put it to my mom's head or her chest or whatever? No.
Yeah. Different.
Hey, you gotta be sick and twisted out your dang on mind. Unless, and now this is the only catch, and I'm not saying this is right either. Unless you was born with some father or mother that was just so evil. I don't know.
Different.
I don't know, but even then, I'm still like, nah, don't even do that.
Different.
It is different. It is, man. Speaking of Tariq, man, like, what's your what's your stance on Tariq still, bro? Like, is it still I hate Tariq, or is it still
as far, well, okay, of course we definitely gotta, you know what I'm saying, make sure it's clear that I don't hate Tariq as the character. I mean, as a human being, the person,
you don't hate
not
like
at
Ray
all.
Jr., you guys.
Yeah, not at all. I don't got a problem with the person at all. The problem I got is the character. Like he don't come off like he killing anything. He just like he like a kid. He like a big kid. And I'm just like, what is like, you know what I'm saying? He's not Ghost. And it's crazy because I, I I'll put I'll put D-Mac's character over him. Reason being is because D-Mac is feared. D-Mac crash out. D-Mac different. Tariq is just I don't know, bro. He just I don't know. It's the difference between Tariq and everybody else is like, you know, when people first started selling weed and they were selling 20 bags and compared to somebody who's selling pounds, that's what that is.
Yes.
That's what it is. It's like
Yes.
Tariq is in school selling pounds. I mean selling nickel bags instead of selling pounds.
The difference was D-Mac was raised by the streets. Tariq was only raised by Kanan.
Right.
And he got taught the streets. You didn't get taught the streets by ghosts. You was privileged. You came up privileged. Sorry, but that's just the reality. You came up with having money, food in your pocket. All well, not food in your pocket, but you get my point, right? You had the luxury of it all.
Right.
And that's why Tariq is different from D-Mac. And I'm with you because in a sense it sounds very unrealistic. Why would you then become a drug dealer? Why would you then become this and that and third? But I think what Tariq has found out is, again, he found a purpose in it. Because he was forced into it because his dad was not giving him that I'm gonna follow in my father's footsteps. type of approach.
Right.
But he did essentially, but it was because of Canaan. It wasn't because of Ghost. It was because of Canaan. If
Right.
you would, because and so with that being the sense, that's the reason why he took towards Canaan a lot of the times, and why he took towards the game, because he loved the hustle. He loved getting his own money. He loved the overall aspect of being able to control it. But
Right.
then Tariq, like his father, became such a great habitual liar.
Yeah.
He's a masterful liar, just like his dad, just like his dad.
Yeah.
To the point where Michael Ealy, when he came into the show, playing that cricket cop in season 4, he was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I see what you're doing. You're keeping your breathing real slow. You blah 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 this that there. Oh, he said, you're a good liar. You're a really really fantastic liar. This is going to be a whole lot of fun because he saw right through him. He knew his dad
Right.
too. He knew how Ghost was. He knew all that.
Yep.
So his mind was like, bro, I can go right here and get this through and boom 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 and do whatever the case may be, and that's going to be it.
Crazy.
So yeah, it is crazy. Missing my other point. I'm trying to mention about Tariq. Um, but no, I get it. It is unrealistic. I think. Hmm.
It's just I'm looking at it from the relationship that Tariq got with his mom, which, oh, because we was also talking about this. We was talking about how
Right.
Tariq keep talking about, oh, I'm gonna get you out. I promise, I'm gonna get you out. When the fact of the matter is, all you got to do is turn yourself in, because you were
Well,
the
he
one that
did get
didn't
her.
kill it in the
Well,
first place.
she did end up getting out though.
Yeah.
He got put into WISEC.
Right. Yeah. So, but on the whole entire time, if you was really about your mom for real, why don't you just go ahead and take that L? That's the question that I got. I'm like, bro,
Because he wanted to, and she kept telling him no. That's why.
is
Like, I'm with you. I'm with you. Because realistically, he could have easily done it either way. But she
right,
was like, no, you go about living your life, and then also remember too, Ghost got in the way of his future,
right,
right? So it's almost like you're saying, okay, I throw my life away for umpteen years, being locked in some dang on cage, and I'm basically helpless. I can't do anything. I'm just by myself here in this jail cell. Anybody could go right here and kill me. I ain't got no hands. I can't fight. So even if
right.
Tariq went to jail, he would have been a goner. But then imagine this too, like not only what he had been going to jail. Imagine Gold still telling him, giving him that letter where he got his good to in book 2, where he told him, "I knew you always would end up being here, you little nigga."
Yeah,
Imagine that happened the same time he ended up killing Ghost. That would be that. Now Ghost would have won at that moment. Yeah, he may have lost his life, but he would have won at that moment, boy.
yeah.
And
That's
to
true.
be fair, Ghost is still winning from even with being underneath the grave.
That's true.
He still is. Look at Tommy. Look at him. Look at Tariq. Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. We'll see with that one. But like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing Tariq St. Patrick come back. I'm with you. But this is why I think the idea of power, not but to power legacy needs to exist with him and Tommy.
Okay.
Because I think this show, BZ, I can be wrong. I could be wrong. But, Sam, keep my fingers crossed on this one. I think by the time we get to Power Legacy, I think you'll appreciate Tariq a whole lot more.
It's a possibility.
What's the one thing you want to see him improve on, in order for you to be like, okay, all right, I'm with his character, blah 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 blah.
He would have to become what he's never been around, which is Ghost. Y'all saying that he's getting close to it, so I'm like, all right, cool. If he's getting close to it, then I'm like, all right. But he officially will have to lock in completely to be like, all right, well, this is what it is. But I'm like, if Kanan is not there, you can do it. It it's like wrestling. You got a good
Yeah.
partner, and the match is going to be amazing. Tommy could be a good partner, which would make this show impeccable.
Oh, of course.
Tommy had a good partner in Ghost. The two characters in real life, the two actors in real life, good characters. They're good. They piggyback off of each other. Tommy make Diamond look good. Tommy make Jannard look good.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So he could do the same thing for Tariq. So at the end of the day, Tariq is going to win and all of it. I just got to see it.
No, we definitely want to see these characters win, but it's the way that they get there.
Exactly.
Don't do no. The problem with how Ghost ended with Tariq show is that there's a lot of plot holes. Like season 4 has so many plot holes, BZ, so many plot holes, and it wasn't Michael Rain's fault. They didn't in the cast in the whole cast for all that reason. They didn't know that season 4 was going to be their last season. They did not know.
Yeah.
So that was a very like abrupt for them. But they had to cancel the show because of budget cuts, and because they had to factor in to pay Mary J her money, Method Man her money because they're big stars for the show, and him too. I would say. So that's why they said we're going to go about canceling the show. I'm so sorry, bro. I don't mean to, you know what I'm saying, boom, boom. I don't reach out to them. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, man. But yeah, so like I said, I think that's what they're doing with that. So I think what he needs to improve on, get better hands. Definitely need to fight some more. What's the one thing? This is me personally. I would like a episode or two, maybe even like for a whole season where Tariq starts to realize him killing Ghost may have been the wrong decision.
Yeah.
And he regrets it. And he learns to go, you know what? My dad was right. My dad was right about all this stuff. I had no other choice now. There's no turning back. I'm in it now. But at the same time, I have to really appreciate, what he done did for me. And then I would like for him to go ahead and make amends for the fact that they done killed his father. Yeah. That's why I like to see from Tariq. Not so much because it's so much of a gangster-way thing of saying, no, I'm not going to beat it. Because if he don't do it, to me, I'm just like, it still puts a blemish on why people hate your character so much. Because you took out not only one of the most beloved characters in Power history, the main character in Power and OG Power.
Yeah, fact.
You see what I'm saying?
You packed him up.
So I would love them to develop his character in the sense of, let's have him go about forgiving Ghost, and then he just moves on. And then you can still do the drug dealing, the killing, all that stuff. I don't even care. But once you can make peace with that and realize what you done did, boom, 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 you go for it. There you go. Because one day, and again, Tariq's gonna have a kid. He's gonna be married to somebody, probably Diana or Effie or whomever else.
Yeah.
And he gonna have to try his best not to tell his son or his daughter, "Yo, I killed your grandfather."
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Yep, no problem. We'll do. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's absolutely insane, bro. So that's what I like to see from Tariq. I'm quite sure BZ's in agreement with all of that because that would make me go, okay, it was all worth you killing Ghost. It still hasn't felt like it's been worth of you killing Ghost.
Yeah.
Even if you have made sense, even if we watch Ghost in a different light, we still need that closure.
Yeah.
Because there's people still out there that's going, we need to see Amari come back. Ghost is not dead. I'm like, we are in 2025 and people still believe Ghost is not dead, bro.
Crazy.
Like, he's dead, bro. Like, Corey Kemp said he's dead. Yeah, he's trying to pick up a package. That's what I was trying to tell him. I said, bro, like, they got it closed down, and I gave him information about going somewhere else. But he said they got it delivered over here down in Sharonville. So he said he got the location around like 6 in the morning. So he's trying to go right and pick it up.
Notification saying what? Then he got to come pick it up.
Yeah, over here. But he can't. But he like, I need it desperately. I need it, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, well, are locations will help you get it? He's like, no. Try calling Pam. She ain't come through yet. But yeah, like I said, bro. So, yeah, we'll see what happens with Tariq, man. Any last thoughts, BZ?
No, that's it, bro.
All right. Like, comment, subscribe, share with my friends, with your family, people who like you, people who don't like you. We are out. We are NWP, Monte World Podcast. I don't even know what else to say.
That's it, bro.
And yeah, we're out, man. Love you.
Love you too, bro. Peace.
All right, bro. Peace.
It's still panting, baby.
Yo, it's Monte, and I'm loaded. Hey, see, I'm God gifted. Facts. The flow is prolific. What else? And when I rap, feel like a pro did it. Yeah, I'm a pro with it. See, I'm so witty with these lines, and you can't see me peeking. I'm so picky with these blinds. Let me shine. Like a diamond in a rough. I'm a dog, take a bite out of crime, no McGruff. But my music always leaves a crime scene like I'm tough. And my bars, I get a hater bag well, cause I'm buff. Did you catch that? Now catch me, floating like a jet ski. Got a lot of number 2 pencils, come try to test me. I'm clean with it, flow sharp, GQ magazine with it. I school a hater, I'm a dean with it. Yeah, I get the hopping on the beat like a frog ribbit. Flow civic, last a long time like a hind. Wrestling with my flesh like I'm Ron. Trying to make it tap out, keep irking my nerves till I black out. See, I'm a grown man, still raised by the big man. Making noise like a big band. Won't stop cause I can't. If you need some motivation, lean on me like a kickstand. Cause I'm a grown man, still raised by the big man. Making noise like a big band. Won't stop cause I can't. If you need some motivation, lean on me like a kickstand. Okay.